This is Paul.
And this is Rabbi Doug.
Stay tuned
For Taped with Rabbi Doug next.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're gonna watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug. Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
Shalom and welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug. We're here at the Festival for Beatles Fans 2006 at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare in Chicago, and I am here with the organizer and proprietor of this whole festival. This is Mr. Mark Lapidos. How are you, Mark?
How are you, Rabbi?
I am great. How many years have you been doing Beatlefests?
32 years.
32 years, and you do them all over the world, don't you?
All over the country, yes.
All over the
country. This is our 30th anniversary here in Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Tell me your connection to starting this. Where were you born? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in New Jersey. I was born in the Bronx, but I grew up in New Jersey.
And a nice Jewish boy grows up. How do you get into the Beatles and start organizing festivals?
I've always been a big Beatles fanatic ever since I first heard I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I worked at a record store, St. Goody's, after college. And I just thought of the idea of somebody should do something to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Beatles' arrival in America. And I went to John Lennon with the idea and said, quote, I'm all for it, I'm a Beatles fan too. And that's how we got started in April of 1974.
That's really great. Well, we're going to see the band Liverpool, who you've brought here. We're going to see a lot of musicians who just came here to be here. And of course, and he's great. And we're just going to see a lot of displays and things that are going on here, all in honor of the Beatles and a lot of Beatles fans. Mr. Mark Lapidos, thank you for being with us, and stay with us for the Festival for Beatles Fans 2006 here in Chicago on Taped with Rabbi Doug.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Beatlefest 2006. here at Beatlefest, and I'm here with Paul Saltzman. He is the author and photographer of the Beatles in India. And Paul, you were with the Beatles in India, is that correct?
Yes.
How did you end up with the Beatles in India?
It was serendipity. I was working on a film in India in 1968, and I got a letter from my girlfriend dumping me, and I was heartbroken, and somebody said, why don't you try meditation for the heartbreak? I went to the ashram to learn meditation without knowing the Beatles were there. Got to the gate and they said, sorry, the ashram's closed because the Beatles and their wives are here. And I said, can I wait? And it wasn't to meet the Beatles, it was because I really was desperate for some kind of emotional relief. I waited for 8 days outside the gate, sleeping in a tent, and then finally they said, come in, and I learned meditation.
Wow. And so you actually acquainted yourself with the Beatles, besides taking pictures of them, besides spending the time with them, you actually got to know them, is that correct?
I got to know them. We spent a week together just sitting around, hanging out, and had nice and wonderful and life-changing conversations with George and with John especially. Paul and Ringo as well. But yes, we just hung out for quite a while.
How long ago did you put together this book? Because obviously we're going to take a look at a number of photographs from the book, but this is extensive. I mean, not only your writings and your introductions, but the pictures and the whole message of that trip and that time in your life and their lives. How did you finally put together the book? I mean, obviously you had the pictures for a long time before you did that.
I had the pictures a long time. I actually put them away and forgot about them. As weird as that sounds, I got into filmmaking and they just were sort of out of sight, out of mind. And 6 years ago, my daughter reminded me of them, and I did a first book called The Beatles in Rishikesh, but it really didn't turn out as beautifully printed with the quality of the imagery. So my wife and I spent the last year putting this together, and it came out just before Christmas of this past year as a limited edition book with a CD and a DVD and a photograph, the way it really ought to have been done, and so we did it ourselves.
Great. And I'll have more information about Paul on our website, www.tvrabbi.com. You're a Jewish guy. You went out for this meditation. Do you think that your Judaism became stronger in your looking and searching at that time?
No. I think what happened to me was my spiritual connection with whatever it is all about. The divine is the word I like to use. My spiritual connection with the divine went from here to here. So there was a tremendous rapid growth in my own connection with the divine, but it wasn't something that had to do with any religion except the connection of oneself.
A personal connection.
A personal connection.
Well, I want to thank you so much, and I hope you've enjoyed some of these pictures you've seen with us. Paul Saltzman, the Beatles in India, and we're going to continue here at Beatlefest 2006. at the Fest for Beatles Fans 2006 at the Hyatt Regency, and I'm here with Shannon. Shannon is the official Beatles artist of the Cavern Club. How wild. Shannon, how long have you been actually painting Beatles pictures?
I think my mom said I was around 6 years old.
Really?
Yes.
So you were really started being an artist very young. You obviously have painted other things too. Did you go to art school and take art lessons and all those things that people do when they become professional artists?
No, I failed art in school. I failed art straight through. My teacher didn't like me. The feeling was kind of mutual. And she basically would, it was a big class, had the big tables in the middle of the room, so she would lay out like manila paper, macaroni, glitter, glue, and I considered that a cooking class or home ec if you're going to have macaroni or pasta, so I went in the back room and basically worked on the masters, you know, my favorite guys, and really studied them. And painted a lot of Beatles. Really? And she would come up behind me and whisper in my ear and say, "You're never going to get anywhere painting those pigs." So.
And here you are today.
Here I am today, known as in Liverpool as the world's greatest Beatle artist.
It's wild. Your art, like for example, what you're painting right now, you're using you're spraying obviously. When you do this art and you're doing this, is this the first time you've ever drawn this picture that you're doing right now?
Yes.
First time you've ever done this one?
For the Hard Day's Night Hotel. This is the In His Own Right room.
And that's in Liverpool?
Liverpool. Yes. Beatles' first themed hotel. And 110 rooms. Each one of them will have one painting in it.
By you?
By me. Representing an era, basically. So it'll start with the Beatles when they were infants, basically, the first four rooms, and then it'll go from Hamburg days, Cavern Club, Ed Sullivan, and move right on from the movies, Hard Day's Night, Hell, all the way up to the Get Back Suites, which are upstairs, actual suites that they're building onto the hotel roof.
How many years have you been traveling with Beatles Fests?
I think it's about 15, 16 years.
15, 16 years. And let me ask you this big question. Are you tired of Beatles Fest, or do you really enjoy doing this?
No, I'll never get tired. I love doing Beatles stuff. I get tired at Beatlefest.
But not of them.
Never.
All right, very nice. Well, I wish you much success. I think it's great with the hotel that you're going to be such an integral part of it. And we hope to see you at another Beatles Fest in the future.
Thanks.
All right, be well. Thanks so much. I'm here with Drew Hill of Liverpool. He is the keyboard player, singer, and conductor extraordinaire, I think. Tell me, Drew, how long has Liverpool been together?
Way too long. We're trying to get away from each other. It doesn't seem to happen. We're trying. Well, actually, we've been together since 1979. We came out of high school, and we've been playing together ever since. We've been working with the show Beatlefest, but we've also been playing around the country and some around the world. So,
and where did you all go to high school?
on Long Island in New York.
On Long Island, New York.
Island, yes, Long Island.
Now, but you guys have actually traveled all over the world, obviously, doing this.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the Beatlefest more than doing regular concerts? Do you think that?
Absolutely. Well, the reason why I love it is because, first off, they're the most discerning audience. Mm-hmm. They know their material. They know every nook, cranny, mistake, and everything. It's shameful how much they know. So if we screw up, we're nailed. But if we get it right, they let us know.
Great.
And in this day and age, you don't see that in audiences too much.
And let me ask you this big question. Obviously, you guys have played other music and stuff besides Beatles music.
Sure.
Does anything compare?
What do you think? Well, the best thing is we don't do these gigs too much so we don't get sick of it. It's not like a routine. But I could say this much. There's nothing like the Beatles.
Well, Drew, thank you so much for being on the show. Look forward to hearing a little bit of your music. And stay with us here at Beatlefest 2006 here at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare.
Thank you. Cheers.
This is Liverpool at the Beatles Fest. Terri Hemert. I'm Rabbi Doug. We're here at Beatlefest, and we'll be back. Hi, Terri.
Hey, Rabbi Doug, how are you?
We'll be right back.
Hi, you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug.
We're here again on Taped with Rabbi Doug. I'm here with Rabbi Rallis Wiesenthal, and he is our resident Beatles expert and museum curator and collector. How young were you when you started collecting Beatles stuff?
About 13 years old.
13 years old, so you started at your bar mitzvah.
Yep.
All right. Now, this Beatles Fest here is how many for you? I know you've been to a lot of them.
It's my 22nd Beatlefest.
22nd Beatlefest. So, what do you think is the most attractive thing about Beatles Fest besides the music and the memorabilia?
It's the people that you meet, Doug.
So you've seen some people actually 22 different years in a row at Beatles Fest.
I have.
And have you ever been out of Chicago for a Beatles Fest?
Yes, I've been to the LA Beatlefest one year.
And did you run into people you've seen in the Chicago Beatlefest when you were there?
Yes, I have.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What is your attraction to the Beatles? Now tell me, is it the music? Is it the legacy? What do you think it is that attracts people? There are supposedly about 8,000 people here at Beatlefest over this weekend in Chicago. Mm-hmm. What is it that attracts these people to Beatlefest and attracts you to the Beatles and these people with the Beatles?
Well, it depends. It's different for everybody. Some people like just the music. Some people like the statement, especially later on with John Lennon and his advocacy for peace. Some people like the fashion. Some people are old enough to remember it from the 60s and to relive those moments and, get the opportunity to meet people who appreciate the Beatles the way they do.
Tell me what this guitar is you're carrying around.
Well, this is a replica that came out a couple of years ago of John Lennon's first Rickenbacker that he played in Hemert, Germany.
Very cool. Well, we're going to go around. You're going to take us around. We're going to listen to a whole bunch of people sing, and the sing-along. So stay with us here at Taped with Rabbi Doug. Remember, our website, www.tvrabbi.com, and you can send us an email info@tvrabbi.com if you want to find out more about our show. We hope to see you next time, right here, same time, same place, on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Shalom.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let it into your heart, then you can start.